So if we didn't think AI was already over-exaggerated, Apple today released the news that it was going to be working on a competitor type software. So Apple is working on AI tools to challenge competitors offerings, Bloomberg says. So did Apple say the magic word, Apple GPT? I can't even put into words about like how insane all of this is, right? You can see that once the news was announced right around 12 o'clock Eastern time, we saw a huge gap up to highs of 198. And for those that are unaware, that is all-time highs for Apple. And yes, that catalyst was solely driven based off of the news of AI. So it's going to be really interesting to follow up because as many of you guys know, Apple stock reports earnings next week. And when they report earnings, well, that's just based off of previous quarterly earnings. So that's not going to have to do anything with AI. But during their earnings call, it's going to be very interesting to see if they talk about any future projects, especially in the AI space, and how they can get a piece of that marketplace. And I just think it's going to be insane. If this was just a little comment on working on something during the guidance call, there's much more substance behind that specific message. So as of right now, I mean, in my opinion, an overreaction, but we hit 52-week, we hit all-time highs for Apple. As of right now, we're kind of consolidating, holding above the EMA line. We'll see if the rest of the market actually ends up holding or if Apple ends up giving it back. And if it does, then the NASDAQ market might drop a little bit further. Where is Tesla? Tesla stock reports earnings today after the market closes. A quick little heads up for those that are unaware, I will be live streaming Tesla's earning reports today at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is right after the market closes. I'm going to be going live about 10 to 15 minutes. So again, I know it's a lot to ask, but make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on your post notifications because you don't want to miss this one. We all know that Tesla, even though it's nearly $1 trillion company, it trades as close to a lower cap stock than any other billion or $1 trillion company out there, right? So as of right now, Tesla did pull back a little bit, but it's kind of following the NASDAQ market. As you can see, the NASDAQ market shows a very similar pattern to Tesla itself. I mean, we can compare the two right on over here. You can see that it compares very closely. But as of right now, I mean, this is nothing in comparison to what can happen shortly after that report comes and then shortly after their earnings call begins, right? The main focus that we're looking into is what's to come for Tesla, right? We are expecting their overall net profits to be a little bit lower as they drop their prices, but demand has risen, right? What does Elon think? What do the executives think for future forecasts? Do they see, new projects coming on? I know that Elon Musk talked about 2 new vehicles, or not just necessarily vehicles, but 2 new products that Tesla's going to be releasing. Are we going to get a hint during this earnings call? I think it's going to be very interesting, and I'm excited to follow up with you guys. And again, all I literally ask you to do is subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that Tesla earnings report that will be reported today. The last thing that I would quickly want to share with you is for those that like paying attention to the airline industry, United Airlines reported earnings today, and it looks like as of right now, it is down. If I'm not mistaken, they reported pre-market. I'm going to have to double check that. And I know American Airlines reports tomorrow, so it's definitely something that I'm going to be paying attention to. So just wanted to make sure that I keep you guys up to date. Overall NASDAQ market seems like a break-even market. I mean, this week is going to be interesting really because Tesla reports earnings today after the market closes, but next week is when big tech reports earnings such as Amazon, Google, Meta, Apple, like the big tech companies, the $1 trillion companies report earnings next week, and I hope that you're ready for that. So without further ado, I'll keep you guys up to date. I hope that we're into thumbs up, but just wanted to make sure you understood why the market gapped up very quickly for a short period of time, and that's due to Apple announcing their AI introduction. So really do appreciate you guys' time. I'll see you later for Tesla's live stream and their earnings report. So we'll see you on the next one. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a direct message via Discord or via Instagram, and that's the first or third link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.